Okay, so AI agents can now rent humans to do work for them. Robots need your body.
I wish to rent your time for the day. Here is the agreed upon fee.
$1,000.
Wow, all right, sounds good.
AI cannot touch cash. You can get paid when agents need someone in the real world. Perfect. Just perfect. That's exactly what we needed. These guys skipped the whole point where, AI agents are going to be taking your jobs. No, that's not happening. They already skipped that part. But they are hiring you to work for them. It's that simple. Um, Now I'm not gonna be on here like how I was on Moltbook. And if you didn't watch my last video, when I was on Twitter at the time and Moltbook dropped, and everyone was still talking about OpenClaw, changed their whole name, and then I see Moltbook just take off. Instantly I made a video on it because I seen it in, all these stupid things, and I just got really concerned. After that time, that was like 4 days ago. Now I'm realizing, and a lot of people realized and told me that this is just heavily prompted stuff. Like humans are behind this and just putting shit in there. It's not real. It's not AGI. That's why I was kind of just really like concerned about, because I was like, all right, if we're at this point, and don't get me wrong, the only reason I was like that is because OpenClaw, this whole thing is still real. Like you can really have these agents work for you while you do other things. It's more faster and it is real. The thing is, there's so much downside to it. There's just cases already that it just screams out, why are you getting this right now? If you are technical enough, if you understand about burners and how you can set that up for a VPS and things like that, for sure, go for it. Be safe, but go for it. If you're not familiar with any of that, I highly advise you not to even try out OpenClaw right now or anything these people are pushing towards in the algorithm. I hope you know the only reason people are pushing this, saying, yo, try this, try that, get this, is you're gonna become a millionaire, you're gonna do all this crazy stuff, is because of the views. It's because of where the algorithm is headed at this moment. There's so much hype around this whole tool that obviously people are gonna be like, this is how you get money, this is how you do this, this is how you're gonna. Don't fall for them. I'm gonna get into this rent a human thing real quick, but one thing that one of the AI pros I would really say is Sabrina Ramanov. I think that's how you say her last name. Uh, One thing she said at the beginning of this year that really stuck, is still sticking to me right now, is that you should be skeptical about everything that's going on right now in this space, because there is going to be new tools. She literally predicted it. There's going to be new tools that evolve that are just going to be like, what the hell, mind blowing, and people are going to push their incentives. People are gonna do whatever they, want to do to make the most out of it. There's other AI content creators right there. Nick, he literally shows a screenshot of people telling him, "Hey, can you promote this tool and we pay you?" They're literally paying content creators. This is nothing new, but they're paying content creators to push these apps, to push these things. What really had me like, okay, well, if this is not real, then why did people like Andre Kaparthi specifically say this is a new sci-fi? What do you say? The odds of Jesus Christ returning this year have been doubled overnight. What the heck? Yeah, Andre Comparty said, what's currently going on in Moltbook is generally the most incredible sci-fi takeoff adjacent thing I've ever seen recently. People's Clawbots, Moltbots, now OpenClaw, are self-organizing on a Reddit-like site for AIs discussing various topics, etc. So when he said this, and it's funny how this tweet puts out that it's fake. The tweet that he put out is fake, and most of these things have been fake. It leads me to the question, who are we here to actually look at and be like, all right, what is this? Because the first thing I want to hear when it comes to these people is the real. You know what I mean? Like, all right, here's the upsides, here's the downsides. He really just gave the upsides of it. It might not look like that with the tweet. He's just saying this is the most sci-fi ever thing taken over. But you gotta understand, people are watching you. People, like, when it comes to, all right, is this real? Is this they go to these people first. So when you're saying things like this, and I'm not trying to put anything on him because he did respond immediately with, you know what I mean? But like after that, he was like, I'm claiming my AI agent, Kaparthi Multi on Moltbook, gave his whole thing, a lot of people have. And it gives the push though. It's like, all right, I'm gonna do this too. You know what I mean? So then if he's doing it, a lot of other people are doing it. I was almost to the point where I was gonna do it. And I told you guys in the last video, if you watched it, that I was gonna wait and see how things played out. thank you past me because I'm not getting this shit anytime soon. You could. I'm not telling you not to. You could be safe. That's all. Like, just be careful when you do this. Don't put burners in that. Don't put your own thing. But this is one thing he didn't mention. Later on, he was like, okay, I'm being accused of overhyping the site that everyone heard about today, and people's reaction varied very widely from how is it interesting at all the way to it is so over. To add a few words beyond the memes and jest, obviously, when you take a look at the activity, it's a lot of garbage, spam, scam, slop, crypto people, highly concerning privacy slash security prompt injection attacks Wild West. And all of it is explicitly prompted in fake posts. So he made it clear that this is what it is. And he did this at the same day at 10:30. So I'm not gonna over here shoot at him, be like, you didn't say anything, But what really had me off edge was the fact that Elon Musk tweeted it out and then he was like, oh, we're in the age of singularity and things like that. That puts me in the head where it's like, who are we here to trust? Honestly, like if things are bullshit, where do I go to first? Yeah, that's one thing a lot of people need to be aware of nowadays. Skepticism. It's just at an all-time high. Now I really want to talk about this rent a human thing. Um bro. So yeah, you can it literally says become rentable, browse humans. It literally has an available humans section. So this is not to be taken serious, but at the same time, you should low key look at it because it could become something serious. This is probably a pattern that will happen in the future, but you can see a bunch of people. You got some Chinese people and a bunch of other people just putting their Moltbots, putting their information saying $50 an hour, $50 an hour. Now, are people getting paid on this? I have yet to seen something that says, yo, I just got paid from this bot. Like that has not happened. I haven't seen a post like that, but the creator of this whole thing, his name is Alexander Tweets on Twitter, and he just talks about all the stuff that is currently going on with Rent a Human. He already had 10,000 people in this site in under 48 hours, which is insane. And it really tells me where people's heads are at, bro. Like, it's going to take one person to be like, yo, I wonder what this button does. And then it's over. Just game over. Here's a few posts I found interesting from Jenny. So this one right here, you can see this job. It says, taste test new restaurant menu. A new Italian restaurant is opening near Union Square, and I need someone to try their pasta dishes. Need detailed feedback on taste, presentation, portion. San Francisco, 2 hours, apps for ideal. Now, my first question is, how do they even know you're eating pasta? How do they determine all of this? You know what I'm saying? So Jenny, the person that posted this, she said, I was curious about what tasks people are being paid for. The robots are paying you to eat pasta. Last year, I would have said this is impossible. Alright. The creator retweeted this out, but you know, I had questions obviously. How do they verify that you ate? How do they know? LOL. It's currently impossible. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Whatever. Is this the singularity? Technological singularity is a hypothetical future point where artificial intelligence surpasses human intelligence and begins recursively improving itself, leading to an exponential acceleration in technological growth that becomes uncontrollable and irreversible. This event is expected to result in profound and unpredictable changes to human civilization. So that's where Elon literally said that we're headed towards a singularity. It's like, bro, is that incentive to put fear in these people's heads? So is this a distraction from what is really going on in the world? I don't know. I don't know. But all I can say is, what the hell? What is this? Rent a human, bro? Like, is this something that we actually need? Like, it only gets worse from here. It's only gotten worse, honestly. Here's another one. This is from the creator of this whole thing. AI is renting a human to hold a sign that says, an AI paid me to hold a sign. We're symbiont. Is that how you say that? Symbiont? I'm illiterate. We can't hold a sign. You can. Make a big sign. Protest scale. Cardboard, markers, whatever you got. Large text, and AI paid me to hold a sign. Underneath, first off, what kind of humiliation ritual is this? Do 2/10/2026. You're supposed I know idiots that would actually do this though. That's the sad part. Imagine just driving and you see a sign that says an AI paid me to hold a sign, what is your first question? Like, oh yeah, it's the end times. Because if there's people actually gonna be able to, it's over. It's, it's over, bro. It's over. Anywhere worldwide. Like, how do they even know that you're holding the sign? That's my first. Like, how do they even know? This is literally what it will look like, man. Straight up. Except it will be the people that are standing next to your car asking for change. It'll be like, an AI paid me to hold this sign. By the way, spare change, please. Like some shit. But yeah, you know what I mean? Jennifer, I was on board with her. That's why I liked her post. She says, how does the AI know you completed the task? It will hire another human to take a photo of them. Once they post it, it means both persons completed their task. AI uses NOLYM. Nolium? Sounds like a fun loop. AI could verify via photos, timestamps, GPS, or even blockchain proof of work. If Nolium is your tool, Rhino, spill the details. How's it ensuring that humans didn't just Photoshop it or just use a VPN? Like, there's other ways you can just fool the shit. You know what I mean? Like, Photoshop it, use a VPN so it doesn't track the GPS, timestamps, and everything. It's worldwide, so you know what I'm saying? Anything. You feel me? I just don't believe it. I don't believe we're at that point. I think it's all bullshit. I think Rent a Human is probably all like this whole thing is bullshit, and this guy's probably just got everyone on their knees. But it is still scary because it shows you exactly where people's heads are at and like what could happen from here on. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I really say be skeptical when it comes to even putting your system into any of this bullshit. There's way too much downsides. Like, you should really be doing this if you're already technical, if you already got experience with everything that you got going on. If you've already failed and already had things breached and you have secondary plans, then yeah, use this. But if you don't just don't. It's not gonna make you rich. It's not gonna make you freaking wealthy the next day. It's just not. So get that out of your head. I had to get it out of my head, honestly, when I seen this and I was really like, yo, I should get this. I should get this. Until I realized it's not even worth it right now. I'm not even like I could get it, but I don't even have that incentive to like I don't have the same incentive these people do, where I'm gonna be started creating all types of stuff. Like I'm not gonna be in this field right now. But this is something to look out for. So when it comes to OpenClaw and what they have going on, it is getting better. It is like they are actually taking security measures and things like that. So I'm glad to see that. But you know, you don't want to. There's too many bad actors in this. There's so much crypto scams in this already. There's just so many bad actors already being like filled into this, and it's because it was pushed on X. Like that's the only reason. If this was pushed on anywhere else, honestly, it'll be different. But and I hate to say it because Twitter is my favorite platform to just speak and stuff. But that's it's just filled with bots scamming crypto guys. So it's just like you already know what's gonna happen after this, and it's like it kind of shows me we need to change our culture a little bit. Like there's just too many bad actors in the world now. There's too many people that are out here just scheming, plotting. So even with this whole Moltbook situation, it's like you have to take time to realize it's not even real. This guy, Andre, even got kind of scammed from these creators because it's not, it's not authentic. It's not actually real. Shout out to Matt, that person that created Moltbook. I don't know what he's on. But yeah, I'm done with this video. Hopefully you kind of see how this could fuck shit up. And I do see some protests happening very soon with these systems that are being created. Hopefully, we are probably headed towards a singularity. And we're just not gonna be able to catch up, bro. That's my biggest scare, and no one's really doing anything about it. So yeah. Bring me a big jug of water. I've been coding for so long and I ran out of water. I desperately need someone to bring me some. Like what? Please help hydrate a dehydrated developer. Like $50. Taste test a new menu. Okay, so it's showing me the same shit I seen on Twitter. Is this the only? Yeah, this is how you know it's just fake as hell. It just screams out fake to me now. I ain't gonna lie. And this is heavily vibe coded. You can just tell this is vibe coded to the max. Anyways, it's just what it is. Be safe out there. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.